Shedeur Sanders and the Cleveland Browns just drove right down on this Buffalo Bills defense, looked really damn good, and Shedeur made some really good throws. I do want to break down the touchdown he just had to Harold Fannin Jr. First thing we notice here is we come out with 12 personnel, one running back in the backfield. We got two tight ends, one to the top side, and one with Harold Fannin as he is motioning across the formation. Now, what we're going to be in here is a full slide of the offensive line to the left. We are trying to sell to not only 1, 2, 3, 4 guys that we are running the football, right? So as we play fake this thing, we are going to bootleg out here, and we're going to cross back Harold Fannin into the flats of the right side. So watch how well Shedeur Sanders does off the play fake. He's going to tuck the outside arm in to make it really difficult for these outside guys here to understand what's happening, and he's going to quickly break out. Boom. Now you force a bunch of guys to overcommand other areas. Tight end to the top side does a great job selling, or not selling, but taking away the deep corner, and now Fannin just gets right by Joey Bosa, who's containing or setting that edge. Boom, we come out, we just dump it down, very simple, and Fannin ends up getting a touchdown on this play. Great job by Shedeur. I know it's not an insane play, I know it's not an insane throw by any means, but execution is getting better, and this is a playoff. Not only is it a playoff team in Buffalo, but this is a potential Super Bowl contender. I mean, drove right down on these boys. So great job by Shedeur. Another really good play here by Shedeur Sanders. This one's actually very interesting. Okay, so as he drops back in the pocket, left tackle is going to get absolutely cooked. Okay, he gets absolutely cooked here. He drops back maybe 7 yards into the front side of Shedeur Sanders. Now, one thing we have seen in the past of Shedeur is whenever he gets under pressure, he tends to continue to backpedal, which is not the best thing. Because remember, if you're backpedaling, these guys are running right at you, okay? So they've got more speed than you do with backpedal. So instead of doing that, he steps up, he ducks underneath the sack, continues to get his eyes back down the field, understands, listen, this is not a good pocket. We're not going to be able to throw this ball. So continues to navigate, and then boom, 3rd and 7, ends up picking up a nice little 12, 13-yard gain and moving the chains. Now on this drive, he drives all the way down within the 5-yard line, I believe, and then Pinky rips open. He gets knocked off the field to go fix that up. Dylan Gabriel comes in. He gets like a 1-yard carry, 1-yard run. But ultimately, I didn't mind what Shedeur Sanders did, man. Another solid play here. Once again, Shedeur Sanders utilizing his legs to create more opportunity. I know it wasn't the perfect game when it came to passing the football, but this is a good one right here. We are going to see nobody using lane integrity on the defensive line. Now, what we talked about it earlier. When you are a quarterback and you don't have the ability to really take off with your legs, teams don't care about lane integrity. Okay, what is lane integrity? Well, all 4 pass rushers are rushing the quarterback, and when you send 4, lanes open up, and you can see right here, right? Boom, 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 boom out here. Where's the lane? You got 2 lanes opening up here. Just take one of them, right? 2nd and 15, they have no one playing with lane integrity. Everyone's blitzing, everyone's rushing. Boom, takes off, and he ends up getting a 14-yard pickup here. Not extending the drive because it was only 2nd down, but giving them a 3rd and very, very short compared to a potential 3rd and 15 play if we didn't get the ball out, right? So, again, he's starting to add a little bit of unpredictability to his game, which I think is, in the long run, going to help, against defenses. Really quickly, before we get any further and show you this play, make sure you do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so yet. Helps out the channel so much. It is free. It doesn't cost anything. We will be covering Shedeur and the Browns throughout the rest of this season. We've got you guys covered. I also want to say, listen, this was not a good game. I'm not sitting here saying this was a good game by Shedeur. There were some bad plays. There were some good plays. There were some really bad reads. There was holding the ball too much. There was awful O-line play, which you'll see right here. But let's just keep going. I think we all understand Shedeur Sanders did not play the greatest game in the world. Okay, we can all admit that. But I think another thing we need to agree on is this offensive line is buns. This offensive line is really bad. Take a look at this, okay? So we're going to be in a 4-man scat or 4-man slide protection off to the right. They're going to send pressure through the B gap. Running back will pick it up. They leave one-on-one with the left tackle and Greg Rousseau, okay? Now, Greg Rousseau is a really good pass rusher. I understand the Bills have some guys that can get to the quarterback, but this is not good, man. This is not good at all. Right? Look at this left tackle, first of all. He gets no leverage at all. Backs up about 4 yards before he even makes contact with Greg Rousseau. Like he's scared of Greg Rousseau, which I guess he should be, because then he gets drove back about 4 yards, tossed into the dirt, and allows a sack here on 4th and 2. Guys, I want you to understand, if you watch the film of this game, I promise you, you will see the offensive line is chips, man. They are not good. Ultimately, Shedeur needs to be better. The offense needs to be better. And they almost won this game. I don't think Shedeur Sanders is a bad quarterback whatsoever. I think he made some bad plays. I think there's a lot of things that he needs to improve on. That will come with time. Left tackle, man. What was that? Week 14 of the NFL season is officially here, and I am super excited because I wanted to share my picks with you for this weekend's slate of games. I've been using the Sleeper app. They are amazing. Their odds are amazing. Everything about them is super amazing. First of all, if you use my code DUBS, you're going to get a 100% match up to $100, which means if you put in 100, they're going to give you 100 to use, which is insane. If you put in 50, they'll give you 50, right? It's so easy. I would sign up just for that alone, just for the extra play bonuses, right? But this is my pick for this weekend. Okay, Joe Burrow, 1 passing touchdown versus Buffalo. I could see this being a high-scoring game. I like this. I don't think it's going to be too difficult to get that. Jamar Chase is coming off a rough week. I think he's going to have a big day, but I only have 50 yards. I feel like that's simple. That could be just 1 catch for a guy like Jamar Chase versus Buffalo. Again, high-scoring game. JSN versus Atlanta. JSN had a terrible week last week. He's going to bounce back. We all know it. Rashee Rice, 50 yards versus Houston. Listen, Kansas City cannot lose this game. If they lose this game, season is over. Season is wraps. Out the window. They need to win this game. Rashee Rice is their best playmaker. He's going to get the ball. Bucky Irving, right? Second game back versus the Saints. I think they could run up the score versus New Orleans, and I think Bucky will score at least 1 touchdown. I have 30 to win 90. I think this is fair. I don't think it's too bad. Let me know what you guys think. And again, use promo code DUBS, right? Use promo code DUBS. You'll get a 100% match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply, and see Sleeper's terms of use for details. It's currently operational in about 25 states, so make sure you guys check out Sleeper today. One thing I've been preaching with Shedeur Sanders all year, guys, is taking what the defense gives you. A lot of times it will end up working in your favor, okay? And right here you see them come out in this double mug, essentially really lining up guys over the center, applying pressure. Because that they're not actually blitzing, they're going to turn around and sprint back to get to their zones very quickly here. Now, Shedeur is going to have this angle route out of the backfield with Quinshon Judkins, and I believe this is a really good play by Shedeur, okay? Watch, we drop back. You see how far these guys are dropping. They're giving you, and it's only 2nd and 13. We don't need a first down right here, okay? And the reason I really like this is because you take what they give you, right? Check it down. A 3-yard pickup can turn into an 8-yard pickup. A 12-yard throw can turn into an 80-yard play, right? So we take what the defense gives us right here, but Quinshon is just not ready. We got to get our head around quicker. Bounces off his chest plate, ends up being an interception. And these are one of those plays that's going to be like, I'm going to see everywhere. Oh, Shedeur's terrible. Look at this throw. This is terrible. Listen, this is a catchable football. If it even hits you on your chest, you better catch that football. Ultimately, that's got to be fixed here. And I don't think he's on Shedeur. Let me know what you guys think about this one. But I like the fact that he takes what the defense gives him. You could also say Howard Fannin would be a good option too. I would not disagree with you. All right, another solid play here. No one really talks about his ability to make plays with his legs, and adding that versatility to your game, at least putting it on tape, will make teams play a little bit differently. So I do think this is a good sign for Shedeur Sanders. So right here, interesting play. We're going to really sell the run here to Quinshon Judkins. By the way, prayer emojis in the chat for Quinshon. He went down with an injury. Does not look good. The cart came out. Hopefully he can get better ASAP. Prayers in the chat for Quinshon. But anyway, we're going to fake this low handoff here. We're going to immediately turn around. Now, we do have a key edge rusher that we need to lock in on as our tight end leaks out into the flats. But watch this by Shedeur Sanders. As he gets to the outside, he turns, sees a guy basically staring him down right in the face. He's going to plant that foot into the ground, change direction, and then great job of the offensive lineman utilizing our blockers out in space. We get up the field. I want to see Shedeur Sanders slide a little bit more. But first, okay, I don't want to see him taking unnecessary hits as a quarterback, and that's something he's going to learn in time. But ultimately, thought it was a pretty decent performance out of Shedeur Sanders. Now, like I said, when he plays good, I'll tell you. When he plays bad, I will tell you everything, right? Right here, we're in a full slide play action, bootleg out to the right, boom. Okay, so as we are rolling out here, we are trying to, first of all, Harold Fannin just gets obliterated here. I'm pretty sure usually when you're in a full slide, yes, they're supposed to pick up the man side, but at the same time, they're supposed to leak. I think they're supposed to leak. He's not able to leak. He maintains the block for as long as he can. Now, right here, there's nothing open. There's nothing open. We can't be forcing this ball. 1st and 10, throw the ball away. At least, that's what you should do. I know you don't want to throw this thing backwards, Harold Fan. I wouldn't do that either. But he tries to force this ball in here. I don't know why, because 1, it's not open. And 2, you got 2 guys in front of you that clearly are just waiting for you to throw the ball so they can deflect it. I think he's got to loft this thing way out of bounds here. Even if you take an intentional grounding call, obviously he's outside the pocket, right? That looks like he would have been fine, but tries to toss the thing up. Again, it's not open. What are we doing? This got to be fixed here. He tosses it up and they end up getting interception. That hurts. That hurts. That is on Shedeur Sanders. That one is, I will admit.